Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing a message from your future self with regards to specifically something that you are worried about. And to do this reading we are going to be picking, four piles together. I see the first one has fallen. Whoa, it is a big deck. Okay, I see the second pile, the third, and I believe this one is the fourth one. All right, so let's see what our four piles for today's reading are. For pile number one, you have the Four of Pentacles, and this is what your card looks like. For pile number two, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is what your card looks like. For pile number three, you have the Star card, and this is what your card looks like. As for pile number four, you have the Wheel of Fortune, and this is what your card looks like. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number one, you have the Yellow Agate. For pile number two, you have the Gray Agate. Let me adjust that. There. You have the Gray Agate. For pile number three, you have the Malakite. Again, let me adjust that. There. And for pile number four, you have the Blue Apatite. And this is what your crystal looks like. There. So, take a look at which one of these four piles or four crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile or perhaps all of the piles, feel free to check them out and to trust your intuition, because it will always guide you to the right readings. Whether it's just one and you know that's the one, whether it's several, whether it's all, you'll always find a message that you're meant to hear. Sometimes you click on another pile and you get an even more accurate and detailed reading. So let it lead the way if you feel called to it. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps to your readings down in the description box. Click on the times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey Soul family, welcome to your shuffling and pile preparation process. It is so lovely to have you here as we prepare for your piles today. And today we're doing quite an interesting reading with regards to your future self, giving you a message with regards to something you're worried about. So it's a message from your future self about something that is worrying you. All right. Oh, I forgot to introduce the cards to you. As usual, on the left are the oracle decks, and on the right are the tarot decks that we will be using for today's reading. All right, so let's get straight into it. And we kindly want to know, what does your future self, I feel this one, want to tell you about something that you are worried about? I feel this one as well, so I'm going to take this one, and I feel that one. So we'll take that as well. Okay. So how do we create space for this reading today? Yeah, there. Okay. On to the next deck. What is your future self's message specifically with regards to, oh, these are two, okay, something that you are worried about? I feel like these two should have two as well, because they, oh la la, whoa. So the last deck is also a two, and I feel like this one fell so that we can put it in the first one. Interesting. I wasn't planning for twos at all. All right. So that's the way it is. I guess the deck decided how many cards to take from it for each pile. That's wonderful. All right. And we'll divide the tea leaf deck as usual into 4 piles because it makes it much easier to handle. So, ooh, did you see that? No, you didn't see it. Let's go again. Actually, let's go again. 2 cards again. All right, so that 2 cards for the first one. What is your future self's message with regards to what you are worried about? Thank you. Very interesting how the cards are coming out so far. Let's now pick up your tarot cards. What is that? Okay. And we'll be taking 2 cards from each deck. What is your future self's message with regards to something that you are worried about? Next deck. Thanks. So 1, 2, 1, and 2. Next deck. 1, 1, 1, and 1. 1. I feel this one. 1 and 1. All right, let's pick up the next deck and ask, what is your future self's message with regards to what you are worried about? What is your future self's message, please? These are 2, yes. So that was the right place. Right. And 1 more, please. Thank you. I feel like this last deck needs an extra card. It came out. So I believe our 4 piles for today's reading are now ready. Let's put them together neatly for your reading. That will be pile number 1. Will be pile number 1. There we go, with the yellow agate. That will be pile number 2. Oops, there we go. That will be pile number 2. With the gray agate. Pile number 3. One, 2, 3. Oops. I think I need to pick it up again. It's a bit tricky because the large card has this hexagonal shape. It's a hexagon and it's a bit tricky to deal with. Oh, no. Okay, that was easy. So that's 3. 4. Pile number 4. There. All right, let's now add the crystals. So for pile number 3, we have the Malakite. There we go. And for pile number 4, we have the blue Apatite. All right, so our 4 piles for today's reading are now ready. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. It is always a pleasure. Love sharing your energy as we prepare for your piles. Love you guys very much, and let's get straight into your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful yellow agate as well as the 4 of Pentacles, and this is what your card looks like. Very intrigued to see what your future self has to say exactly with regards to what you're worried about. And to do this reading, we'll be starting off with your oracle cards first. So you have antimony. Interesting. In the background, my dog's making a lot of noise as well, so that's pretty, that's potent energy in your reading here. Let's keep it right there. Sorry, I had to let my dog out. There's something about in your energy of the reading with regards to the dog. It keeps My dog kept moving a lot and even got out as soon as we got this card out. So I see the energy of this card. You also have Venus in Sagittarius with flirtation. And you have Venus again in Cancer with birth. Okay, last two oracle cards. You have the Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. And you have Marriage. Okay, it's interesting how you have marriage and flirtation. It doesn't necessarily have to be a love reading. But if you have that in mind, if this is what you're worried about, then perhaps the energy of your reading is translating for you this way. Let's see what your cards are saying. You have the Seven of Swords with Seven of Intuition. You have, another seven. The Seven of Wands. Interesting. You have the Four of Pentacles again, which is your main card. I'm starting to understand what your reading is talking about here. You have the Six of Pentacles. Oh my. You have the Fool card. You have the Devil card. Seven of Swords and the Devil. Interesting. You have the King of Pentacles. And you have the Judgment card. Oh my. Look, I see something very specific in your reading, my dear pile number one. I feel here your future self talking to you about you holding on to someone very dear. Perhaps the dog here is displaying the energy of loyalty. So you may be holding someone so dear to you that may not be really reciprocating that type of dearness to you, my dear pal number one, because we have here the idea of plastic surgery in the Seven of Swords, and intuitively, you know, it's like making changes in the face. By the way, I'm not against plastic surgery at all. I'm just reading energy. Perhaps this is giving the energy of someone displaying certain energy or facial features on expressions, on their face that are fake or that are not true. With the Seven of Wands here, we see the idea of a gamer, someone who's playing around, and the Four of Pentacles. See, in your energy, I'm seeing you're holding on so much to a certain person and you're allowing full access to them with the Bridge. While in this specific Four of Pentacles, we see a password where they're not giving you that much access to them in their lives. Very interesting. So yeah, this could be a parent, a child, it could be a friend, it could be with marriage, a love partner, a romantic partner. It could really be anyone. But your reading here is certainly talking about you holding someone so dear. There is beautiful energy here with regards to how you see this person. There's a lot of love flowing from you and a lot of loyalty. Whereas we see the Seven of Swords here in conjunction to the Devil, which shows me that they may not really have all that much of good intention. As well as the Devil talks about temptation as well, which means they may be giving you access or are playing these games because they see a certain advantage that you have that they would want to enjoy without fulfilling their part of the relationship. Like perhaps I keep going back to child and parent because I see here a little child, but please take it as it resonates. Maybe the birth here is not even a parental relationship. It could be someone that you just met or someone that you feel the safety of a parent with. See, it's a general reading. It's going to really resonate with each one in a very different way. But what I'm seeing here is that if we were talking about their end, every relationship has a give and take. And just as you enjoy the taking, one must be a giver as well in a connection. And perhaps they're choosing to, they're inaccessible. Maybe they're not giving you their time, or not, they're not sharing information, they're not clear, they're not there maybe when you need them. There is that type of energy of someone who is unavailable and maybe playing around. So this reading is talking about your future self. I see your future self with this specific Six of Pentacles, telling you that the reason there is no reciprocity is because this is a toxic connection. I do see the feet laying on the cigarette, which tells me there is some sort of maybe reliance, some sort of reliance on this connection, or depending on this connection, or trusting, because it's burning and you have the foot here, when it's about to run out pretty soon and hurts. You know, this could be in any field, like maybe even at work, where you're doing your best, you're giving it all, you're so loyal, but you kind of feel like maybe your company or your manager aren't as open as they should with you, playing games, changing their words, being dishonest, making use of what you have to give, but are not showing you everything. There is that energy in your reading here, whether it's work or personal relationships, or maybe a certain organization that you're dealing with. Someone that you're dealing with is not that open. You're giving them maybe a lot of trust, and I see your future self telling you that your worries are valid. If you feel a type of hot and cold, you know, with the Devil card here, I would say the temptation. Sometimes you're tempted if they give you attention to the things that you want from their side, but then later on there's no access, and that's where the gaming is happening. So it is definitely a challenge with the Seven of Wands, but a dishonest one with the Seven of Swords in conjunction to the Devil. And so in your situation with the Judgment card, I see your future self telling you to choose yourself. Be bold to start a new beginning with yourself. A new journey or a new beginning for yourself, to rise above this whole situation, not play these games, and you will be a winner. If you stay highly alerted with the Deer here, highly alerted to your environment and what these people or this person is trying to do to you, to not, be so open and get nothing. I really see the idea of perhaps walking away, because remember when I told you my dog wanted me to let him out of the room? So I'm seeing this idea of walking away from the situation, to choose yourself, and you will be a winner with the King of Pentacles here. You will ultimately get what you want, is what your future self is telling you. Maybe they're at the moment not supposed to let you know in on more exactly what's going to happen, but I really do see a message of choosing yourself, walking away, and beginning anew. It's a ticking bomb anyway. I get the idea here that it's going to end anyway. So either you be the one to walk away and victoriously and find the person or the organization or another place that is better suitable for your respect. Better suited to respect you. People who are playing games make use of your energy, and so they respond to self-respect and not repression. And although this is not the way you're seeing it, in your point of view, you're being open and you're being loyal and you're doing what you're supposed to do, from their point of view, they are only focused on what they want to take. And so since there is bad intention here, really choosing yourself first would be the self-respect that your future self is advising you with. And since you have the mirror, it could be a situation that you weren't seeing like that. Your energy is very beautiful here, very good intention. You want to do the right thing. You're holding on to this person or this organization. You have the intention of creating a good bond, very nurturing. And as you can see, the energy here is not the same. They're very much focused on the gains that they're getting. And so here I see your future self talking about choosing you and starting anew. If you have hope that they will open up, they're not. It's ticking bomb, and they're only focused on getting the benefits that they want. So since this is your message from your future self, let's get some advice from your future self, of course, on how to apply this advice, how to walk away, how to walk away victoriously. So we'll be taking 1, 2, I feel this one, so I'm going to take it 3, 4, and 5. Let's see what we have. All right. So you have the 5 of Pentacles. Really cool deck, right? So you have the 5 of Pentacles. That's the advice. You have the Judgment card. You have the 8 of Pentacles. Do you see the walking away? It's unbelievable. Okay. You have the Queen of Wands. Wow. What a Queen of Wands. Interesting. And you have the 3 of Wands. This is so cool. Look, pile number 1. I do see here your future self telling you, I know that your concern is the lack. Like there's something you're worried about lacking if you walk away. If this is your job, then you're worried about finances. If this is maybe a relationship, you're worried about maybe setting your life back without them. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but I see your future self definitely acknowledging your worries about lack if you walk away. But here, your future self is coming from the future to tell you with the Temperance card. Temperance, they sometimes represent angels. So your future self, after having gone through the experience, is telling you that you are really guarded and protected. And as you walk away, you will find that you are much stronger than you think. And you will be able to embark on a very new, amazing journey that will only begin once you leave. You will be surprised at the many different things that you'll be able to create and do once you walk away. I see your future self has walked away, has created that journey. It's written for you. You're meant to go on that path, but it's like you have to test the waters, and you'll see it's not that bad after all. The 8 of Cups and the walking away is very apparent in your reading. I see your future self telling you, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You're going to, on this new journey, create something much bigger, much better. You're going to become stronger, and you are going to go on a journey. Maybe your future self doesn't want to give too many details about it with the mirror here, I've noticed, but it is going to be a great journey. I feel excitement here, your future self telling you you don't even know what's coming. The Fool card here is laughing. There's so much amazing things beyond these walls. The lack is there because I just got an idea hit my head, so maybe you want to hear it. If you are in a room that only has 2 apples, you may think that the outside world has lack. But once you open the door and realize you're in a forest and you go out and you see the plethora of different fruits and blessings out there, you might say, oh my God, I was really stuck in a room worried about 2 apples when it's a much amazing world outside. The outside world is not the prison, but the inside one was in fact the prison, which represents our minds sometimes being stuck in something. Totally channeled. This is exactly what I saw in my mind, my dear pile number 1. I see your future self telling you, I know it may feel scary to think of walking away, but dip your toes in the water. Test it out for yourself. And you will see it wasn't so scary after all. This is exactly what I see in your reading, my dear pile number 1. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pal number 1. This book could help you become productive right away. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pal number 1, it was a real pleasure spending this time with you. I'm rooting for you. I wish you the best of luck. Your future self is really empowering you. I really hope you heed the call. All the best of luck. Test the waters. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, very intrigued about your reading. And the Gray Agate. Let's keep it right there and see what your message is from your future self with regards to something that you are worried about. Let's see. You have the New Pearl. Lovely. I mean, look at that. Shiny objects everywhere. Okay. You also have Jupiter in Aquarius with innovation. As well as the Moon in Capricorn with practicality. Okay. You also have Chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. I of course don't take, as I always say, the messages written on any card as exactly the message unless it resonates with the rest of the reading. So this could be someone entering or it could be something else. Let's see what chair filled here is talking about. You have the 4 of Cups. You have the 5 of Wands. Oh, sorry. This is the 5 of Swords. My apologies. You have the 5 of Swords. It's interesting. You don't have access to something. You may have been coming from pile number 1. They had lack of access to something. So how interesting. From a different deck? Yes, it was from a different deck. How interesting is the energies matching in today's reading. Wow. So you have the Hierophant. You have the Hermit. The, wow, beautiful 6 of Cups. You have, wow, again, a beautiful Queen of Wands. The Fool card. And you have the Page of Swords as the Apprentice. All right. So, what are we seeing here? I would say in your reading, the lack of access is because we have the Four of Cups here. Someone's not responding. So I would say you are worried about wanting something, to receiving or manifesting something that you're going to receive, by the way, because it has chair filled. Okay? But you're worried about not gaining access to it, not receiving it. I'm seeing a message with the Hierophant here of a certain karmic law. Sorry, universal law. Why am I saying that? Because you have the Latin words dura lex, sed lex, which means the law is harsh, but it is the law. And it reminds me, being in the Hierophant, it's like a learning. It's teachings of how the universe works. And so I would say your future self is telling you that things do work out in the end. It is going to work out. You follow the process and it does work out, specifically with what you want. My dear pile number 2, it seems like you did attract it and you did receive it in the future. And so your future self, coming from the future, is telling you that what you want is solved in 2 ways. I see innovation with Jupiter in Aquarius, and I see practicality with the moon in Capricorn. To me, this translates to opening up your mind with the Aquarius card here and finding a new way of catching. Do you see? It's like a fishing rod of catching what you want, just to think how you can capture it, because you are going to come up with a brilliant idea. And with practicality, I see working bees, like getting down to work and making it happen. Don't be discouraged in the beginning, my dear pile number 2. Why am I saying that? Because not only do you have the Fool and the Page of Swords, both encouraging you to just begin a new journey, but with the pearl, you know how the pearl is formed, a singular grain of sand irritates the oyster, and from this irritation, a beautiful pearl is formed. So it might be uncomfortable in the beginning to think that one has to think and come up with an innovative idea to make a pressing dream come true. I understand, and that's the irritative part. But with the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords is creative energy, curious, is out there thinking how to begin this new chapter of their lives. It has a lot of curiosity, asks questions, looks after the information that they want. And especially with the hummingbird appearing in this Page of Swords, the wonderful thing about the hummingbird is that it always knows its way. It always knows where to go to get its nectar. So I feel like your mind and your soul already knows the way. This idea that you're gonna come up with has already been created. All that's left is for you to get in touch with that energy, that universal law. We always pretend like we've invented things and we've done things, when really it's all about tapping into that energy, playing pretend, and things just work out on their own. To an extent sometimes where everyone's like, whoa, you're such a genius. How did you do that? How did you create this empire? How did you do that? And then you see the people who have created all these big things really tell you, I genuinely don't know. I really don't know. What stands out to me? I once heard Michael Jackson doing this interview. It was so honest. He was so humble. They were asking him, how did you come up with the beats of Billie Jean? And anyone would say, I just thought about it and I did this and I did that. But Michael Jackson, in this honest moment, paused and said, you know what, it really wasn't me. Honestly, it wasn't me. I just heard it in my ear. It's like God gave it to me. These were more or less the thing, what he said. And I feel this type of energy here for you with these two cards. It's like your soul already knows the way. The path has been created and paved. You're meant to reach your destination. So play pretend and think of a creative solution. You'll find it and work at it. Once you find, once you think of that innovative solution, how to get what you want, work at it. The road might have a little bit of twists and turns, but you're more or less going in the direction. And as you take these steps, you become more enlightened on what the next step is going to be, and it is going to turn out to be something magnificent to look at in the end. So yeah, I really see your future self telling you to get into your manifestation powers, be bold, bring your charisma, bring your creativity out, because you are going to be creating something beautiful that will help you receive what you want right in your hands, my dear pile number 2. But your future self's biggest advice here is to play pretend. I feel like your future self has really been humbled, is living in a lot of blessings and realized through what went on that the universe has its way, and one just has to pretend to do it. Yeah, just step into it, my dear pile number 2, and you will find a lot of surprises. Look at that. Wow, a new pathway. The pathway is already there. Do you see that? It's amazing. Let's ask any advice from your future self on how to go about doing this exactly. So 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what your advice could be, since they know. 3 of Wands is get right into it now. Get right into it now. Okay, so don't waste any more time. You have, whoa, do you see that energy? The Knight of Wands. Just keep moving forward. Your future self is telling you it's going to be a smooth ride. Just get into it and continue to work. No excuses, because it's smooth, fast energy. In fact, the Knight of Wands is the fastest knight in the deck. If you are wondering if this is going to happen quickly, it's going to happen very fast. And look at the wand up there. It's just like you creating magic. It's unbelievable. And you have, whoa, the 3 of Swords. What an interesting 3 of Swords. Look at the water. So, what is it? What could this be saying? Okay, I'll stop playing, sorry. So, 3 of Swords. Oh, yes, of course. Yes, of course. Endure the discomfort. Yeah, because you see, it's the weather. Yeah, the tumultuous sea and the rain. It's the first thing that's been catching my attention since I looked at this card. Yeah, it's like, don't give up too quickly. Don't go, oh, it's not comfortable. It's not the time to get comfortable. It's a time for you to receive what you want, and it looks like you're receiving it right away. So it's like a little bit of because irritation, the concept of irritation has been in your reading from the beginning. It may be just a little bit irritating. Maybe you have a lot of things to do in the first place, and now that you want to manifest this, it's going to be taking even more of your time and energy. But really, your future self is saying it's so worth it. You're going to be blessed. Maybe a bit uncomfortable or irritating. Don't mind it. Continue to move forward, and you are going to receive what you want, my dear pile number 3. Such an empowering reading. I love your future self. my dear pile number 2, I hope you heed the call. You're certainly going to get what you want, and you will be surprised at how you are going to get it. And as your future self taught us, pretend to do it. You'll uncover more as you go along in the journey, because your soul knows the way anyways. This was your reading, my dear pile number 2. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 2. This book could really help you out in this journey of manifestation. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it in the first place. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in. Loved your message from your future self, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Malakite as well as the star card. I love the star card. Let's see what this is about and how this fits into your reading today with regards to your future self telling you something about what you're worried, what's worrying you. Okay, so we'll be starting off with your oracle cards first. You have tin. Okay. You also have Mercury in Gemini with excitement. Beautiful energy. Okay. You have Jupiter in Sagittarius with principle. And I have the number 39. Maybe some of you are 39 years old. I don't know. You have cup. You should accept valid criticism. As I always say, I do not take exactly what is written on any card unless it serves the reading. And notice that you have Jupiter twice here. So it looks like you're cloaked with a lot of great luck, expansive good luck energy. Wow. I mean, you were drawn to the star card after all. I wouldn't be worried. I mean, even before taking a look at your tarot cards with excitement here, I really wouldn't be worried about your future, my dear pile number 3. But let's explore your future self's message. You have the hang women, which is the hanged man in tarot. You have the 10 of swords. That's how it looks like. That's what it looks like, I mean. And you have the 10 of cups. Wow. Excitement, being absolutely thrilled and happy. 10 of cups is being emotionally fulfilled, being more than happy. How can you be worried, my dear pile number 3? Ooh la la, you have the page of cups, surprise coming in. I really wouldn't be worried if I were you. Looking amazing. You have the 10 of wands. All right. You have the page of pentacles. Okay, your reading is so cool. You have the 4 of swords. I feel like your future self is really telling you to rest. That's the energy of the 4 of swords, and it's coming with cleansing energy. Yeah, rest. Even the tomb here in the 10 of swords, I was like, why do we have a tomb? And it's kind of like really take it easy is the word I'm saying. I want to say rest in peace, and I'm afraid you would take it the wrong way. But please do know that I'm only using words to channel to use it as a symbol it translates the word I'm looking for, to translate what your future self is saying here. So I'm really seeing your future self telling you to really rest, because what you're worried about is not going to happen at all. I'm not sure what it is that you're worried about, but as a matter of principle, to quote your future self, nothing that you're worried about is going to happen. In fact, you have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Both cards show that it's the end of a difficult, heavy cycle. Okay, you have the Page of Wands. Wow. You have two pages here, the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, which signify there's because from Ace to 10 is kind of like one phase, and from the Pages to the Kings is another phase. So it's not the end. In fact, there is more to come, a new phase to this situation. What I'm seeing here with the Page of Pentacles and this specific Page of Cups, you have 3 pages. Oh my God, yes, there is a renewal to this situation for sure. What you may think is the end of something, have hope, just like you were drawn to the Star card. Your hope is valid, because this difficult situation is going to end with the Tomb here. There is cleansing of energy. This difficult situation may have been due to an evil eye, by the way. This is coming very strong. It's like a bad energy that is cleansing away. Yeah, do you see that? It's the end of these worries. So how is this going to be resolved? Let me give you a nice hint here. You're really lucky, because in your situation, my dear pile number 3, it looks like a surprise is coming up. You're finding out about something that you're not expecting. Something, it's not the end of the story, because something surprising is about to give this situation a different life, a new life. And the way these two hands are forming sort of a prayer here, I'm really feeling that your future self is saying your prayers have been answered. You're not going to be left, I heard, alone in my mind. You're not going to be left to handle this situation alone. There is a surprise that's helping you out. So since you have tin, what I know about tin is that, of course, it's very malleable. And so this tells me that if you think a situation that you're in at the moment is quite stubborn, you'll be surprised to see how malleable it is. Like, for example, let's say there are certain rules to you receiving a certain certificate, for example, right? And you tick all the boxes to getting this certificate, but you found out that you have to have something in specific that is standing between you and getting this certificate that you don't have. Maybe in order to apply and get it in the first place, you needed to have worked a certain number of hours, but you don't have that much. You've worked in the field, but you don't have that many hours, let's say. And so you know these are the rules, and it looks like you're momentarily think that you're not going to get it. And so because you know the rules are stiff, that's you have to do certain things in a certain way to get the certificate. But then you're surprised that when you sit down with the professor and he hears how passionate you are about this, he says, oh, don't worry. I mean, you've done a lot of hours. You don't need to have that exact. Let me take care of that. And it just passes, you know? So there's certainly, the situation is malleable, even though you may think it's strict or stiff. Is the message that I'm getting from your future self. So I don't see anything that you need to do necessarily other than the feminine energy of the cup here to receive. Yeah, that's why you have the Hanged Man here. You know, you may be just like the Hanged Man feel like you are put in an uncomfortable situation. You're hanging, you know, you don't know whether to walk or leave. You don't know if you're gonna get that thing that you want, and it's really getting harder and harder, it seems, with the 2 tens here, the 10 of wands and the 10 of swords. But again, the 2 tens here are really telling you that it's an end. Also, do you see how these sticks, cleansing sticks, are falling right in conjunction to this 10 of swords? Remember when I told you at the beginning, it looks like, because the hand is holding an eye, it may have been an evil eye, some bad energy. Maybe someone around you did not want that for you. And so in this case, do you see how this person is meditating? It has a lot of crystals around them. Cleansing tea. I see your message of cleansing your aura and your space as being very important, a very important message from your future self. In fact, with the Page of Wands, I really do feel like this is a thick stick, incense stick. So yeah, cleanse your energy, cleanse yourself. Use sticks. If you have sage, use that as well. Cleanse yourself, cleanse your energy. That's very, very important, because if you do look here, it looks like some dark clouds portraying bad energy. So yeah, it looks to me in your piles, the first pile where it's receptive energy. Don't worry, you'll do what you need to do, of course, but in principle, I see that someone with a high, just like the Hierophant, maybe in a higher position, will make things more malleable. Yeah, someone who has more power, I believe, will maybe help you out, or you'll hear principle, as well as Mercury with excitement. Maybe you'll hear exciting news. Yeah, for sure. In all cases, your hope and your wish is coming true. Look out to receive it. It's not the end of the situation as you believe at all. There is a new phase to your hope. Look at that. The clouds again are clearing. I really feel like your future self is telling you it's not the end, because you're gonna find out something. Something is coming to the surface. Ooh, how about we get more details on that? So, can we get more information, please, from pile number 3's future self on what's about to arise? What's coming out into the surface, please, for them? Whoa! So 1, 2, 3, and I really feel this one as 4. All right, and also a 5. Let's take this deck out and see what we have. All right, so what is going to happen, please? Wow. Look at that. Yeah, the Sun card. Information is rising to the surface for sure. You're going to be illuminated with something. You're going to know about something. Also, the Sun is healing. It's going to heal that dark energy. Whoa. That is surrounding your space maybe at the moment. Okay? Healing. You have the 5 of Pentacles. All right. You have the King of Cups. And you have, whoa, the Moon. Oh, we need to translate this. And you have the 2 of Swords. So right off the bat with the 2 of Swords, there is information that you're not going to get access to now. I feel like you're meant to experience it, especially that you have the Moon card here. So this straight away tells me that there is more for you to know at the right time. Okay, other than that, I do see that there is 5 of Pentacles is like lack. And so I see your future self telling you you're going to get more information about something that was hidden from you, like something that either someone was hiding from you, or something that you're gonna gain access to that will help you in this situation. So if you think you know what to do in this whole situation, or you know everything about it, do know that you don't yet know everything about it. And here you're gonna, because it's a surprise, you see, we cannot kill that surprise element, I see. You're gonna find out in due time things that will help you out with the situation. Now you do have the King of Cups here. King of Cups is really drowning. Usually the King of Cups is floating on the sea. I kind of feel like they're really down there. So I would say it's the same thing. Something is not seen. Same message. There's more to come to the surface, my dear pile number 3. It's the same exact message. I feel like you're not really meant to know more. You're going to be illuminated with the information that you're lacking now. And once you get access to it, see, the foot into the water means it can't walk. Once it comes out, it has the access to walk, you know? You're going to see the foot. You're going to know what steps to take to end this situation. More is yet to come for you, my dear pile number 3, that will make a situation that is tough more malleable. And also with the water here, I see cleansing. I really see that you need to put your feet into the water. Do you see that? You need to cleanse your energy, because with that, things may be moving much quicker, my dear pile number 3. So it looks like a small bump in the road rather than something ending, you know, a small challenge that is going to be taken out of the way, ending a difficult or a challenging situation. This is exactly what I see in your reading. Such a cool reading, my dear pile number 3. I enjoyed it for you so much. I believe things are going to work out for you. Meditate and receive. It's going to be very exciting news. This is exactly what I see. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 3. This book could really help you out in becoming a more productive person to achieve your goals and dreams in such a simple way. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it in the first place, but really you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 3, thank you so much for tuning in. All the best of luck. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Wheel of Fortune. Whoa, look at that. Oh, we have Anubis here. As well as the blue Apatite. Let's keep it right there and take a look at what your future self's message is with regards to something that you may be worried about. All right, so you have Wise Salt. You also have, I feel this one first, you have Jupiter in Pisces with Seduction, and you have Saturn in Libra with Devotion. Okay. And you have Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. All right. Let's now take a look at your tarot cards. So you have, with the Boy of Wisdom, this is the Knight of Wands. All right. You have the Eight of Cups. Quite an interesting Eight of Cups. All right. You have the Hierophant. And look, this Hierophant is conducting a tarot reading. Maybe there is something important here for you to hear. I feel like there is a prediction. Your future self is letting you in on a prediction that's going to happen. Really cool. Okay. You have the Knight of Cups. You have, whoa, the Wheel of Fortune again. Unbelievable. Look, I'm going to leave it right there. Looks like you're going to be very fortunate with regards to something. You have the Seven of Swords. I heard in my mind, at the nick of time. I wonder what this is, okay? As I looked at this card, at the nick of time. You have the Temperance card. Beautiful Temperance card. You also have the Temperance card again. 2 Temperance cards. Wow, this is very significant. There is an emphasis here on something. 2 Wheel of Fortunes and 2 Temperance cards. Wow. And last but not least, you have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands. You see here, I see many witches trying to perform magic at the same time. And that's what the type of energy we see in the Five of Wands here, you know, challenge, competition, being head to head. So you might feel like you're in a situation where it's the end with this Saturn in Libra energy here. I know it does say devotion, but the difficulty here is I feel like with devotion, I feel like you're sensing this energy of other people or other things working so hard against you to the extent where you feel like they're gonna win over you with maybe unfairness or with this aggressive energy. But the amazing thing I see here, and that's the prediction, because it's right under this predictive card with the Hierophant, you know, it's like your future self is communicating with you a vital piece of information. You're going to be super fortunate in this situation that you're worried about, because the people who may be meddling around, trying to use their power to get things to their benefit will wind up harming themselves. You know, they want to use their energy to ignite their own cause spells, and I'm just quoting this because of the card, symbolically I mean, metaphorically speaking. They're using spells to ignite their own wishes, but it turns out that they, in the process, put off their own candle, lighting up the others. And so it seems like at the nick of time with the Seven of Swords, where with all of this fire, what they thought they were taking to their advantage will turn out to be in yours. And so that's why you have salt, because salt preserves things. And so I see that your future self is telling you, although you might feel now that things are unfair, but your rights are preserved, believe it or not. You may not know what to do. And then you have the Temperance card twice, showing that there is balance of energy. Someone's trying to tip the scales, but it's going to cause an imbalance in their own worlds or these people's worlds. And you're going to come out of this very lucky and very fortunate, my dear pile number 4. There's no question about it, because with the Knight of Wands, you're also coming out of this very quickly, because the Knight of Wands is the fastest knight in the deck. And I also see an air balloon giving me the idea that you are going to be elevated, taken out of this situation, saved from this situation, without having really a hand in anything. Yeah. If you feel like these people are being unfair, your future self is coming here to tell you, don't worry, in a matter of day and night, the situation is going to flip. They're going to taste their own magic. They're going to taste the bitterness of their own doing. And so many unexpected events are going to arise. One very clear thing I see is that these people will not be granted access to you anymore. With the 8 of Cups here and this specific access non-grante. I feel like something is going to happen. A turn of events is going to happen, because the Wheel of Fortune is like cycles change. You know, the people who once had power may very well lose it the next day. You never know how things are going to change, but there is a death to a situation, because Anubis is the god of mummification, is the gatekeeper between this world and the next. So this chapter is ending, and there is a new world, a new change is happening. You're getting into a new world, and they are no longer getting access to your world. And it's like they're killing, with the Anubis symbol here in the Wheel of Fortune, it's like they're killing their own situation with their own hands. They've been meddling around for too long, trying to use their power to change so many things, and it looks like it's falling down on them eventually. What is this Knight of Cups signifying here in your reading? Is there like some sort of agreement that's gonna happen with the Knight of Cups? Maybe you're getting an offer, because the Knight of Cups could be offering something. What is that? I think it's an important part of your reading here. So, 1, 2, and 3. Let me take this out and see what this agreement is. Can we kindly get more clarification, please? Whoa, you're definitely getting an offer here. Wow. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Queen of Pentacles is independent. So you're getting a big offer or an agreement that will free you, with the independence here, will free you from this situation. Wow. Unexpected. Perhaps at the nick of time. Thank you, future self of pile number 4, for this access to this information. That's why you're going to be very fortunate here. It's a very lucky offer, very big, nice offer here. Oh my. Whoa. Oh my God. Again, I feel like you're going to be very lucky with this. Look at that. You have the Hierophant. Hierophant could be dealing with official things. Maybe you're going to be signing a new deal. You're certainly cosmically lucky here. An intuitive feeling. Just an intuitive feeling. And, oh my God, Ace of Cups, you are going to be receiving something. Just like we thought with the Knight of Cups. Yeah, that answers this question. You're certainly going to be receiving some sort of offer that will give you your independence from this situation. And I feel like it's something big from a higher power. A higher power. Maybe this is even a person with a higher position or higher power at the nick of time, my dear pile number 4. So what's going to happen to these people? That's another question. Where's your deck? What's going to happen to these people with all of this meddling? Because I do see Anubis here. So what about that? 1. Okay, so I see I see that it's these 4 cards that want to come out. Very interesting reading, huh? I feel like your future self is definitely giving us a lot of access here. Because in the other piles, I tried to get access to some things and it was access not granted. Again, they're not going to have access to you. Anyways, but in your reading, we're really seeing your future self is very kind with the information. You have the 4 of Swords. What's happening to them? I feel like, again, this idea of them killing, not for real, of course, metaphorically speaking. That's why you have Anubis here. They're killing, if this is your work, then it's their career. They're killing maybe their reputation. They're killing the kindness they're getting, the empathy they were getting from others, something like that. Nurturing energy here could be empathy. Maybe they're losing empathy from other people, the devotion that they had. Maybe a lot of people were devoted to them, believed in them. I feel like they're going to be exposed. They're going to be exposed. And it's killing their reputation. You have the 3 of Pentacles. I feel like there are 3s here. Maybe you're dealing with 3 people. I don't know. But I feel like not just one is going to be exposed. Everything. Either everyone or everything is being exposed. It's a reading giving us all the tea here. Thank you, future self. Pile number 4. You have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is all about clarity. So again, we're seeing a lot of information coming out to expose what they have been saying or doing or hiding or working together to do. My God. And you have the Magician. You know, the Magician reminds me of the witches here. You know, using spells to do what they want. In the context of your reading, metaphorically speaking, they're going to be more information is going to be exposed about the type of meddling that they have done to get what they want. It's all going to be exposed. The group, the information, what they've done, and the corruption and the corruption and the meddling that they shouldn't, the type of resources and things that they have used to do what they were doing. So much exposing is happening in your reading. You're going to be saved, like I said, at the nick of time. You're going to be very fortunate. And it seems like these people are not going to have access to you at all any longer. They're not going to be able to communicate with you anymore. Oh my God, juicy reading for sure. But at the end of the day, you do have 2 temperance cards here. You're gonna be safe. You're going to be in a very peaceful energy, and you're only going up from here, as you can see. What can I say? The group with the 2 wheels of fortune. You're gonna be very lucky and fortunate in this situation. Expect an offer to come for you. This is exactly what I see in your reading, my dear pile number 4. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 4. This book could really help you out in manifesting the things that you want or reaching your goals and achieving your dreams. It's small, straight to the point, And so you won't procrastinate reading it in the first place, but you'll really find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 4, thank you so much for tuning in, wishing you the best of luck, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!